Last time, Nappa and Raditz returned, bringing a new guest along with them. Although once they stood off against Goku and Vegeta, the two ended up turning on Turles, with the four of them facing him together, being able to barely defeat him. But what's going to happen as the fallout from this part? We'll be seeing all that and more this time, in part 5 of What If Vegeta Hit His Head. With these extra fruits, what are we supposed to do with them? Well, Vegeta doesn't like using the fruit for power because of how it was made, and also it gives him the power instead of him working for it. That's one thing that's still consistent with him. Even after hitting his head, he still likes to work for his power. Especially around someone like Goku and seeing how much hard work pays off, yeah, he's gonna really like that. Of course, he did already eat a fruit, but that was kind of out of necessity. It was a last-ditch effort to try and defeat Turles, and it did actually help them. That's not something that this version of Vegeta would normally want to do. Goku is briefly intrigued, but also at the same time, he's thinking the same thing. He's not gonna have it because he'd rather work for his power. And seeing how this fruit was made, they can only imagine how the others were made. Turles, and Raditz and Nappa by extension, their strength came from destroying planets by planting that tree. And for all they know, the plant's dangerous. They don't know what the effects would be if they eat it. Vegeta felt the power coursing through him, and realized that it could have worked the other way. It could have just killed him. Although, these fruits aren't going to go to waste. Krillin decides he's going to take them. He's not going to eat them, he's just going to try and see what he can do with them. He sees how far ahead these two are. Goku's his best friend, and Vegeta, he kind of admires him. That's a pretty important thing that we have to consider for Krillin here. His admiration for Vegeta is actually going to help him try and get to his level. And he wonders if these fruits can be the key to that. And maybe harnessing their power in a more ethical way. Don't let them go to waste, have them be of some sort of use. He'll see if there's anything possible with them, but he's not entirely sure. Maybe Bulma can help, but he doesn't really know her experience with plants and stuff like that. Maybe she could figure something out though, who knows. So Vegeta and Goku are glad to see that Raditz and Nappa aren't really threats to them. Like, they came here and tried to kill them at first, but they were able to actually fight alongside them. So that shows that those two Saiyans aren't a threat, but that still kind of does concern them. They don't know what Raditz and Nappa are going to be up to next. They're still wild cards, and as far as they know, Frieza's still out there, who Vegeta is still pretty concerned about. That seems to be the reason Raditz and Nappa joined Turles in the first place, to grow stronger to try and defeat Frieza. They didn't come here to kill Goku and Vegeta. They wanted Goku and Vegeta to join them to help defeat Frieza. But what are those two going to do now? It's not like they're going to fight Frieza alone. That's a death wish. They definitely know not to do that, which is why they team up with Turles in the first place. But Frieza is still a threat for Vegeta and Goku. Who knows what he's up to, or if they'll ever encounter him. Goku is still kind of up for fighting this guy, although Vegeta kind of advises against it. He kind of gets that as a Saiyan, that's how Goku's going to feel, but he doesn't know how truly terrifying Frieza is. Even if Vegeta hit his head and forgot a bunch of stuff, he did still see how strong Frieza was, and how scary he was. That's pretty ingrained in his mind, and part of the reason he deserted in the first place. They all have been training. They're going to take it a lot more seriously here though. They might need to get more intense than they ever were. But what about Frieza? What is he up to? His scouts were still following Turles. I mean, he wasn't just going to let Turles kill some of his soldiers and get away with it. He wants to figure out what's going on. And his scouts are led to Earth, where they see another giant tree there, which is also then blown up, and then the planet is completely restored. Yeah, that's going to set some alarms off with the Frieza force. Funny enough, Raditz and Nappa get away completely fine. As far as Frieza knows, Turles came here and was defeated. But his scouts do find something else pretty interesting. Is that Vegeta? And another Saiyan? Well, Frieza's glad that Turles is gone. He still doesn't know who the guy is or what he was up to, but that annoyance seems to be gone. Although he has a new annoyance, Vegeta. He still is alive. Plus, what looks like another Saiyan. I mean, he could tell by the tail. The scouts found some pretty interesting information. It seems there are 4 Saiyans on Earth. Vegeta, Goku, and then their 2 sons. As far as Frieza knows, Raditz and Nappa are actually dead. The scouts found everything after the fact, and they have nothing to prove that Raditz and Nappa are still alive. And look at that. They caused Frieza to find Vegeta. And now are off God knows where. But now Frieza's intrigued. Well, of course he wants to go there to find Vegeta, but at the same time, why was Turles at this planet? How did he die? That planet must be pretty powerful, and pretty valuable for that matter. So, Frieza's got a few reasons to go there. Especially after the scouts noticed that, well, the planet's completely restored after the damage. There was a visible crater where the tree was by the time they got there, and then it just suddenly disappears. At least from what they saw from outer space. How did that happen? How did the planet get restored that quickly? Could it be the Wish Orbs? Who knows? Some of Frieza's scouts are sent onto the planet itself to get more information, and this time, the scouts are going with the order to kill. Vegeta shouldn't be that strong. From what Frieza remembers, Vegeta was pretty powerful, but sending some soldiers down should really help. A small group of them should be able to defeat Vegeta with ease, judging by his power level at least. Frieza's scouts are sent down to Earth, tracking down Vegeta, and they catch him in the middle of training with Goku. It's been about another month since Raditz and Nappa arrived with Turles. Goku and Vegeta, as well as pretty much everyone else, has been training pretty intensely just in case. And honestly, Vegeta's not too surprised to see the Frieza force here. Great, they've finally been found. Vegeta tells Goku these soldiers are of no concern. They're all easily defeated, but Vegeta tells one of the soldiers, relay a message to Frieza, just leave them be here, and Frieza starts talking through one of the scouters. With Vegeta picking it up, placing it on. He's talking right to Frieza himself. Frieza tells Vegeta he can't just expect to get away with what he did. I mean, he deserted and everything. But Vegeta tells Frieza he didn't cause any issues. He's been here pretty much peacefully for the past few years. He didn't even immediately kill the soldiers here, he just defeated them. He was attacked first after all. Vegeta just wants to be rid of the Frieza force. But Frieza says he can't just let that slide. Vegeta betrayed them. He's going to be coming to Earth regardless. Vegeta sighs. He kind of expected this. He can't reason with Frieza. He warns the Emperor. He's tougher than before, much tougher. And he's got new allies. If Frieza comes here, don't be surprised when they defend themselves. Don't be surprised when they win. He crushes the scouting, and Frieza's fury boils up. That traitor. But that's to be expected. After the way Frieza treated the Saiyans, he's not too surprised to see that one finally got fed up. But still, what the hell happened with Vegeta? Why is he this way now? He was the prince of the Saiyans before, a proud warrior. And he still seems to be a proud warrior, but not in the same way as before. He's still acting that same weird way. Well, him not taking Frieza seriously will be his downfall. But Vegeta is taking Frieza seriously. Very seriously. He just wants to live his peaceful life again. But Goku tells Vegeta, well, even though Vegeta's been warning him not to fight Frieza, it seems like they have no choice, and he'll help Vegeta through everything. And Vegeta's visibly nervous. He doesn't know if they could win. But Goku reminds him, look what they did last time against Turles. That was a foe that seemed like he couldn't be defeated, but they pulled through. Frieza will definitely be their biggest challenge yet, but Goku reminds Vegeta, he's not alone against Frieza, and the power that they have to back themselves up, the willpower that they have too, it'll lead them to victory. Goku also looks visibly nervous too, but smirks. It's not like they have a choice anyways. They can't let a tyrant like that come to Earth and do whatever he wants. He points his fist out at Vegeta. They got this. Vegeta smiles, bumping Goku's fist, thanking him for that pep talk. A few days later, more of the Frieza force arrives, including Frieza himself. Vegeta can see the ship. No doubt about it, that's him. But they're all prepared. Vegeta stands there alongside Goku, with Trunks and Gohan on their sides too. The rest of the Z-Fighters stand alongside them as well. Krillin, Tenshinhan, and Yamcha. And the humans all have something up their sleeve too. The 4 Saiyans are all prepared as well. Everyone's able to face the Frieza force with no powering up at all. Collectively, they're more than enough. Even Goku and Vegeta alone could probably do this. With ease, actually. But Vegeta tells him to not get too confident from this. Frieza himself, he's a way different animal. Frieza's ship lands and he steps off it. Those two seem to be more powerful than he thought. He could call on the Ginyu Force to help, but he's not even going to need that. He'll just handle this himself. He'd rather do it like that anyways. Especially for Vegeta. But Vegeta reminds Frieza, he's not going to go down without a fight. And he told Frieza he will lose here. Besides, they've discovered a new power that they'd love to test out against him. One that he should be pretty familiar with. And Frieza's eyes widen. What is he talking about? It can't be the Super Saiyan, right? Vegeta and Goku power up, as well as Gohan and Trunks too. Not too much changes about them. Although besides Vegeta, Frieza can notice that the 3 others have their hair spiked now. Their eyes seem to have changed color too. Vegeta and Goku are glad that Gohan and Trunks are able to pull it off this easily now. They all had an issue with it before but worked towards this. By mastering the power of the Great Ape, they try to use it in their humanoid form now, keeping the same increase that they normally have with the form, although now, they retain their humanoid size. This is their Wrathful form. Since they do have their tails, they still could transform into great apes. But this is better for them. They like this more. Vegeta's the first one to charge in. Frieza's scouter goes off. It climbs to the 6 figures quickly and keeps on going. He can't even see how strong Vegeta is now. His scouter explodes, and just as Vegeta is about to hit him with an attack, Frieza then transforms quickly, going into his second form, barely being able to block Vegeta's attack. And Vegeta's taken aback, seeing Frieza now in this form. He's grown much stronger, and Frieza enjoys seeing that look of fear on Vegeta's face. What? He must have at least heard the rumors that he could transform. And if he thinks this is scary, wait till he hears that he has 2 more. This is exactly what Vegeta feared. Frieza would be stronger than they thought. But he thanks Frieza for telling him that. They'll be sure to defeat him before he can get to his full strength. Frieza's suddenly blinded. Krillin and 10 perform a solar flare together, as the 3 other Saiyans launch in alongside Vegeta. Frieza's blinded trying to fend all 3 of them off. He can't sense them either. He's just completely blind. He doesn't know what's happening. He can't be mocked like this. He doesn't want to transform. It's a sign of him not being able to defeat them. He already transformed once out of necessity. Is he gonna have to again? That was just against Vegeta that he's facing, and now he has 4 of these Saiyans. Granted, Vegeta's probably the stronger one. He doesn't know how Vegeta got that strong though. He still definitely seems to be the strongest of the group. But Frieza could tell, if he gets Vegeta alone, he'll win. He just needs to get rid of the others. Reluctantly, he goes into his 3rd form, and his vision comes back. He's not gonna let the others blind him again. He points a finger out at the humans, launching a laser that he drags across the ground. They're all barely able to dodge it. And then with his other hand, he points at the Saiyans, rapidly launching death beams from it. All the Saiyans try to desperately dodge. Frieza's a lot faster now. At this point, they do definitely outnumber him, but individually, they're not going to stand a chance against him right now. And Frieza can see that he's got them cornered. Great. He might not need to transform again. This 3rd form will be enough. Mid-battle, Goku looks at Vegeta. He definitely wasn't lying about Frieza's strength. But it's like he said before, they'll find a way to win. And he could plainly see now. Notice how Frieza reacted when they transformed before into Wrathful. How much Frieza hates the Saiyans and all. Vegeta mentioned this in passing before, but Goku tells him. He's scared of the Saiyans, isn't he? And Goku glares at Frieza when he says this. That's it. He's scared of them. He knows he's gonna lose here. He knows the Saiyans will surpass him. Goku starts fighting Frieza individually, not being able to do much damage and fighting more in the defensive, with Gohan jumping in alongside him. That's what Frieza feared. That's why he came all the way to defeat Vegeta. He's scared of them. He's scared of the Saiyans. He could have let Vegeta just live here peacefully. He wasn't going to interfere with anything. But no. Frieza was scared that he'd lose to the Saiyans one day. And it seems Frieza dug his own grave. Goku and Vegeta aren't just going to stand by while Frieza comes here and terrorizes them. This is the day that the Saiyans defeat him. Vegeta's reinvigorated too, but then looks over at the humans. He tells Goku to get back, as he and Gohan quickly fly back. A spirit ball from Yamcha comes over. It doesn't do much against Frieza, but it is a good distraction. Because behind him, Tenshinhan appears with a powerful Kikoho. And it does some noticeable damage too, in his third form nonetheless. Yeah, this technique is very strong and very draining, but still, the fact that it's doing damage, it kinda surprises Goku and Vegeta too. And then a Kienzan from Krillin comes in. Frieza's barely able to dodge it, but it comes back to him as Krillin continuously swirls it around trying to hit it, even creating another one too. They didn't realize the humans got this strong, and Yamcha flies up to the two Saiyans. Krillin told them about the fruit they found. He still doesn't really know what it is, but he knows it apparently was pretty dangerous and can make people stronger. Krillin thought it might be a bad idea eating it concentrated, so instead, they just juiced it. Honestly, it tasted pretty good, but these three humans all had a little bit of it, splitting the fruit so they wouldn't be eating it too concentrated. And they all grew noticeably stronger from it. Not to Vegeta's level, or even Goku's level, but still very strong in their own right. Who knows? Maybe some other people could benefit from it too. Chaozu, Yajirobe, Roshi. Frieza's infuriated. These humans are nuisances, and these Saiyans, they just won't stay down. And to think, that one from Earth, he's getting so cocky that he thinks he's scared of the Saiyans. Frieza does know that deep down, this is true. But he can't let them think that. He can't be insulted like this. He'll show them real fear. He'll make the Saiyans fear him, as they should. He begins glowing, as once more he powers up. He tells them he really didn't want to use this power. He thought his third form would get the point across, that he was far stronger than them. But this should show them what he's truly made of. And he'll make an example out of them too. He glares over at Vegeta. He should have just stayed part of the Frieza Force, just done what he was told. They could have avoided all this. Vegeta would have still been alive. But now, he's gonna have to die for it. Frieza starts chuckling as he taunts him too. And look at this, he put all these other people in danger. He still has no clue of what happened to Vegeta, or why he's acting this way. But he tells Vegeta to look around him. He sticks out a hand, launching a powerful blast at Ten and Krillin, knocking them far away, with one being launched to Yamcha as well. Frieza tells Vegeta that he caused this. He brought this destruction here. Don't blame Frieza, this is of his own doing. And to think, this planet would have been nice and peaceful. It would have stayed off Frieza's map. Vegeta's the one to blame for this. Vegeta's infuriated. He's not going to stand for this. He tries to attack Frieza, but Frieza just effortlessly dodges all of his attacks. Trunks even flies in too, enraged at this, but Frieza effortlessly swats him away, then launching a blast at him, with Vegeta rushing to defend him against it. And Trunks is fine, but he powers down. Vegeta tells him to sit out with this one for now, thanking him for the help and saying that he's proud of his strength. Frieza's disgusted. Look at how soft Vegeta is too. He has some kid. He's protecting him like this. He's no Saiyan anymore. Why would he be scared of someone like this? But like he said, he's gonna make an example of everybody. And he looks over at Goku, holding a hand out, telekinetically dragging him over. He grabs onto Goku's shirt, with Goku kicking Frieza, trying to hit him with everything he has point blank. But nothing's working. Frieza's just completely unfazed. And in his hands below, he charges a Kamehameha, launching it straight upwards, a direct hit to Frieza's head. Kinda catching Frieza off guard with the power. But it doesn't really do too much. It does leave a mark though. See? He's not scared of the Saiyans. And he can tell this one is even softer than Vegeta. He was just enraged that his planet was in danger. But he's too good-hearted to do anything here. These two Saiyans, and everyone else here, they're not going to be strong enough. He doesn't fear these weaklings. And Frieza puts a hand on Goku's chest. Vegeta tells him to stop. Don't do it. His hand starts glowing, and Frieza smiles. Don't get too impatient. Vegeta's turn will come next. Same for everybody else. Goku tries to power up and fight back, but it's no use. A blast is launched right through his chest. Frieza lets go of him, and Goku falls to the ground. Vegeta rushes over. If they give him a Senzu Bean, he'll be fine. He doesn't know where Krillin is. He has them. It's just him, Trunks, and Gohan right now, and Trunks is out of commission too. But as he gets over to Goku, he realized that that's not going to do anything. Goku was dead before he hit the ground. A Senzu Bean's not going to help. And Frieza asks Vegeta, who should be next? His son? Goku's son? Or maybe Vegeta's going to play a hero here and go ahead of them. What will it be? Does Vegeta want to watch them die, or does Vegeta want them to watch him die? Vegeta tries anything he can to try and revive Goku, but he knows it's not going to work. And he starts shaking. Frieza's waiting for his answer. Well, he'll just kill Vegeta first. He points a finger out, charging a beam in front of him. He launches a blast at Vegeta. At the last second, Vegeta turns around. The beam hits him right in the head, dissipating into nothing. And after the smoke clears, Frieza can see his face. He's angry, but also has tears in his eyes. He tells Frieza, this is the day he dies. He's not going to get away with this. A golden aura swirls around Vegeta. He killed his friend. He's putting this planet at risk. He's ruining Vegeta's life. Vegeta's not going to stand for it. Goku was right. Frieza should fear the Saiyans. Vegeta yells, powering up as his hair and eyes change color. there's a powerful blast of ki, enough to even knock Frieza back a bit. And Frieza looks on in disbelief. What is this power now? This is different. There's another golden glow nearby though. The same exact thing that happened with Vegeta. It happens with Gohan now. And he's even more infuriated, not being able to control his rage. Frieza killed Goku, and he'll make Frieza pay. Vegeta looks up at Gohan, and Gohan looks down at him. They see how each of them have changed, not even realizing what this power is. Vegeta floats up to Gohan. Together, they'll avenge Goku. And Vegeta sticks a fist out in front of him. Apparently, Vegeta was the prince before. And, if that's the case, Vegeta makes it his goal. He needs to protect his fellow warriors. He needs to avenge them. That's the duty of royalty like him. That's the duty of him as Goku's friend. Frieza dies here. And this is where we'll leave off for now. What'd you guys think about this part? What's going to happen next time? Leave any thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to see what you guys think. As usual, be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already. It lets me know you want to see more like this and helps with the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.